Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. How are we doing, folks? Tonight we are going to be covering all of the latest transfer news, and some of it you may not like, but best believe it'll be honestly biased. I mean, I'm seeing already on the timeline people suggesting Ruben Amorim should leave, suggesting Ruben Amorim needs to be sacked. I mean, because of his body language in press conferences. The anti-Amorim brigade, can I even speak? The anti-Amorim brigade, oh man, can't even speak. They'll just pick at him for anything. I mean, if it's not for sticking to his style of play, if it's not for changing his formation, if it's not for the youth, but then when he plays for youth, that's not good enough, then they will result to picking at his body language. That's where we're at now. And that's why we need to back Amorim as much as we can, because realistically, yes, we may have heard a few negative things in the press conference today, which I'll show you in just a moment, but come on, man. I mean, we can clearly see progress with Amorim. We went from 15th to now one of the best attacks in the league. We've been heavily depleted through injuries and AFCON, and yet the fans want to jump on Amorim for it as though it's his fault instead of, I don't know, years of neglect from the Glazers. But either way, let's get into it, folks. Let me just pull up the latest news and we can go through it. Okay, first things first. So this came out towards the end of yesterday evening. I don't know who's seen it, but Kobbie Mainoo is determined not to give up on his Manchester United career, which obviously is good to hear. And just on Kobbie Mainoo, Ruben Amorim came out today and said something very, very interesting. He said that no player has come to him saying that they want to leave Manchester United. So, can we take him for his word? Is he just trying to maintain market value in the players who almost definitely are leaving? I'm talking about Xerxes, I'm talking about Mainoo's not going to leave permanently, but I do think that he will leave on loan. But, I mean, it's just very interesting to see that Amorim's saying that when we've seen so many reports saying Mainoo wants to go out on loan and Xerxes wants to leave as well. So somebody's lying here. But yeah, Kobbie Mainoo does not want to give up on his Manchester United career. Kobbie Mainoo is determined not to give up on his Manchester United career despite a bleak 13 months under Ruben Amorim. Well-placed sources say the working relationship between Mainoo's camp and Amorim was strained before the midfielders half-brother donned, I mean, that's an interesting word, a Free Kobbie Mainoo t-shirt at Old Trafford during the 4-4 draw with Bournemouth in early December. Despite the friction between Mainoo and Amorim, those close to the 20-year-old United Academy graduate say he is determined to revive his United career. So there has been strain. Now, obviously, this is coming from Samuel Luckhurst, who is one of the most negative Manchester United reporters in the business, but I don't find that hard to believe that there has been strain between Ruben Amorim and Kobbie Mainoo. So it's an interesting one, really. Is Kobbie going to stay after he gets a few more games? I mean, he could be available for this Leeds game. I mean, Ruben Amorim could be playing mind games by saying no one is available. But if Kobbie's not available for this, how many games realistically is he going to get before Fernandes even comes back? I mean, it's really poor timing from Kobbie that he got injured as soon as Fernandes did. So let's see what games Kobbie Mainoo could potentially play for Man United. We're looking at potentially against Leeds, potentially Burnley, Brighton, and I think it's I think it's the worst kept secret in football that Bruno Fernandes is aiming to return for the Manchester derby on the 17th of Jan. So if Kobe Mainu does play on Sunday, then he'll get 3 games probably in the first team. But if he doesn't, then realistically he's only had the opportunity to play 2 games before Fernandes is likely to return. So I mean, he's not going to be pleased with that, Kobe Mainu. He's not going to be pleased with the fact that he hasn't really been given too much of a chance. And I think he will eventually put in that request where he says, okay, can I go on loan to Napoli? Hello, admin. Hello, Double I. How you doing, man? Hope all's well. Have there been any further games in AFCON for Morocco? But yeah, it's an interesting one with Kobe Mainu. I do think he will go on loan to Napoli, even though Amorim said that no one's come to him. This is quite funny as well. So Mbuemo liked this post. So it says when your phone is on 100% charge, but you still charge it anyway. And it's a photo of Brian Mbuemo with a fresh trim for a game in AFCON. That is pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, and then yeah, Mbuemo liked it himself, so it's good to see that Mbuemo's got a sense of humor. I mean, it seems like the squad joke a lot about him being bold. If I'm being honest, I've seen at least 4 players make bold jokes towards Brian Mbuemo, so at least we know that he can take it. No, we are playing Sunday. What time, man? It's not going to clash with United, is it? And here we go. We've got Lecce president talking about Patrick Dorgu here. So, on Patrick Dorgu's move to Man United. It hurt because I had to contradict myself. I truly thought I wouldn't be selling anyone in January, but we didn't expect that increase from United. We were also taken aback by the English club's absolute unwillingness to postpone the deal until the following June. Technically, we were comfortable. We had Pierotti, who was ready at that historic moment. Dorgu was paradoxically a replaceable player, despite his great value, because he was systematically deployed on the right as an inverted winger, a position in which he lost much of his potential. Okay, I'm seeing him back in his natural position, right winger, in Manchester, where he devastates opponents. That's really interesting. So even the current Lecce president is saying that that Patrick Dorgu's preferred position and more natural position is as a right winger. So he obviously must have watched a lot of his games at Lecce, and yeah, he's talking about inverted wingers here and stuff. He seems like he knows his stuff, but yeah, very interesting that his natural position is seen as a right winger, even though we play him as left wing back. No, we are playing Sunday, not until 5 a.m. against Tanzania. Should be a comfortable game. Should be, mate, but I've seen you draw to Mali, so I mean, I'm not entirely convinced, if I'm being honest with you, Double I. He doesn't frustrate opponents, he just beats them with pace, really. I mean, I don't know. I think he was frustrating Newcastle quite a bit. Like, he's not the quickest player. I mean, he is fast, but he's not the quickest. I think he's more just got the gas tank to go at them all game long. So, I mean, he's decent. He's decent as our Dorgu. But is he a left wing back? We're still yet to see consistent performances at top quality levels from him. So, don't know how much I buy into the left wing back role for him. Okay, Sam Mather has agreed personal terms with Cacerispo. Okay, so it looks like Sam Mather. Again, I'm not expecting you guys to have heard of him. I haven't heard of him. Academy player, moving to Turkey, I believe. Good luck to him. And this is an interesting one. So, Man United scouts have been keeping a close eye on Christos Mouzakitis. The Olympiakos prodigy bears a passing resemblance to Marco Verratti, and when he takes the ball, the similarities with the former Italy playmaker are even stronger. Mouzakitis is a class operator, few players of his age. He turned 19 on Christmas Day, can dictate the pace of a game, but this comes naturally to Musa, who has already won 7 Greece senior caps. Okay. So we are looking at a Greek wonder kid who could potentially join the line of talented youth players that Manchester United have picked up over the past couple of years that INEOS have been here. As I told you, admin, Dorgu is my Delo. I just hate every single part of his game. Wow. I mean, he is frustrating. I will say that. He is frustrating. And if you like technical players, even though he scored like a worldie of a goal, he's not the most technical, is he? I mean, it's like Amorim said, you can feel the anxiety every time that he has to pass the ball. Sometimes his first touch lets him down. I feel like Dorgu does feel more of an athlete than he does a footballer, if that's what you value in a player. Bruno Fernandes is officially the FOTMob Player of the Year for the Premier League. Okay, so Premier League Player of the Year for 2025, Bruno Fernandes averages the highest score. Big up Fernandes. And that's who we're missing. I mean, people forget that is the player that we're missing right now. We're missing a player who was literally the FOTMob Player of the Year, guys. Come on. And we're still going against Amorim when we're missing the best player in the league. Come on. Another player we're missing. No player has created more chances than Brian Mbeumo in AFCON so far. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. I find it so tiring when I have to go on my timeline and I have to see people who are just like, oh, Amorim needs to leave when we get a draw against Wolves and we've got like 8 first-team players missing. It's crazy. Toby Collier is set to be fit before the end of January, but the midfielder could remain at Manchester United for the rest of the season rather than being loaned out again. Okay, so Toby Collier, it's an interesting one with him as well. So we've seen conflicting reports. Some reports are saying that Toby Collier may not be loaned out again, but then Samuel Luckhurst is saying that he will be. So we are still waiting to see if Toby Collier will be loaned out. I've got a feeling that we may keep him. I think I've got a feeling that we may keep him. But then again, since Amorim's giving all this exposure to the Fletcher brothers, maybe he doesn't want to retract that by obviously giving that time to Toby Collier on the bench instead of the Fletchers. So maybe he does see the Fletchers going as a better option, I guess. Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad have been included in the Who Scored Premier League Team of the Year. I mean, they've had to fit Ahmad in the midfield here to shove him in, but either way, they both deserve it. I mean, Ahmad last season was literally our only shining light, along with Fernandes. So yeah, shout out to Ahmad and Fernandes. Nothing to argue about that. Ruben Amorim says he doesn't expect any injured players back for Leeds on Sunday. So this is what worries me when it comes to Kobbie Mainoo, because Ruben Amorim's saying we're going to see tomorrow. I don't think anyone is going to recover. I mean, if I'm Kobbie Mainoo, it's a hard one, isn't it? If I'm Kobbie Mainoo and I'm serious about my Manchester United career, I'm playing even if I'm slightly still injured, even if I'm not 100%. But if I'm Kobbie Mainoo and I'm thinking about my long-term career away from Man United, I'm not risking getting injured when Napoli desperately want me. So I don't think he's going to rush back for the Leeds game. Hopefully he does, but I don't think we're going to be seeing Kobe Mainoo for the Leeds game. And what do we have here? We also have to talk about Kobe Mainoo only being able to play 2 games while Fernandez has been injured. Like, this was the golden opportunity for Kobe Mainoo, and he got injured at the wrong time, didn't he? Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Ruben Amorim also said we are playing better when we have the full squad. We are clearly attacking better. Of course, we want more. We should have more points. So again, Ruben Amorim's back in the fact that we have played a lot better when the full squad is available, but we've just not been able to maximize that realistically. I mean, we've not made the most of when we did have a full squad, and now that we don't have a full squad, we're trying to squeeze as much as we can out of this orange, but there's only so much juice these academy players can give us, if we're being honest. So it's a hard one. It's a hard one. Ruben Amorim also spoke about Leeds. They have a lot of pace. Sometimes we struggle with pace. We proved we can win any game in any context. They have different players in front. They have good players, good manager. Okay. I'm not feeling confident going into this Leeds game, if I'm being honest, guys. I'm leaning, although I want to predict a United win, I'm leaning towards a loss in this game. I'm leaning towards a loss. It just feels like a loss is coming. Ruben Amorim on if anyone has asked to leave this transfer window. Now, this is the interesting thing, because, I mean, again, we've heard so many reports of Xerxes, Mainoo, even Ugarte with Galatasaray, but Ruben Amorim's come out and said, no, none of them. I don't expect them to come to ask for anything. So no players have asked to leave this transfer window, apparently. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I do. We should at least have 7 more points from the West Ham, Everton, and Bournemouth games. Yep. I mean, you could even throw Aston Villa in there. I mean, obviously it was a tough game, was away from home, but we should have at least got a draw in that game. So, I mean, if you added 8 points onto where United are right now, which I know is a painful thing to do and you shouldn't do, we would be heavily cemented in top 4, and we could arguably be top 3. I think we are honestly the 3rd best team in the league this season, but the table doesn't reflect that because of how poor our defense has been. So yeah, Villa makes sense. Come on, admin. No. Come on. If we deserve to at least get a draw out of that Villa game, like I was very confident going into that game. I didn't think Villa were going to win it, but then obviously the Bruno Fernandes injury, everything like that, it just spins it on its head, doesn't it? Ruben Amorim on if young subs will handle the atmosphere at Elland Road when we face Leeds. They have to. It's a game in a hostile environment, but they need to be ready. They will experience that. It's going to be hard for every player, even players with lots of experience. Amorim on January transfers. The transfer window is not going to change. We have conversations about changes in the squad. And this, my friends, is why I've titled this live stream "Time to Back Amorim, No Signings in January?" ? Because this is the thing. I mean, Box, yo, how you doing, man? Is it true Amorim had no clue about the Leeds and Man United rivalry? I don't know. I haven't seen any quotes about that. Who said that he doesn't know anything about the rivalry? What I will do is I'll go back on the press conference, all the words from it, because I mean, who said that he doesn't know about the rivalry? I don't think so. I think that's fake news, Bok. I don't know who would have said that. Yeah, I think it's fake news. I mean, even if he didn't know anything about the rivalry, I'm sure like the press officers would say something to him of like, oh, okay, yeah, just like be aware that the opponent that you're up against, they are like a long time rival of United. So like, I doubt he could go that far without knowing that Leeds are a rival. But maybe he's thinking that he doesn't consider them a rival because, I don't know, they haven't been for so long. Like, when have Leeds challenged for anything, realistically? But yeah, this is why we need to back Ruben Amorim, people. So the transfer window is not going to change. We have no conversations about changes in the squad, says Amorim. So currently, even though there's been a lot of noise about obviously Mainu going on loan to Napoli, Xerxes going on loan with an obligation to buy with Roma, and a few people linked with us like Neves and some young kids, which we are going to get to in just a moment. I mean, I don't necessarily believe Amorim when he says that there's no conversations about changes in the squad. I think he's just trying to manage expectations when it comes to the fans. I think he's trying to say like there's no conversation. So if we do any business, then it'll be a big boost within the fan base and the squad. So yeah, I'm not 100% aware of this, and I do think that Amorim is telling a few fibs here. Yoro missed us for points in the Villa. He let Rogers cut and score the same exact goal at the same match. I'd say Delo let him cut in for the second one, though, didn't he? If Ugarte, Mainu, or Xerxes leave, we'll surely replace them. We have to replace them. Like, there's no way that anyone's going to leave when we've already got such a depleted squad and then we're not going to replace them. Like, so to say that this is going to happen. But then Amorim also, I don't know if you missed it, but Amorim also said that that no players have come to him saying that they want to leave. So I just think that he's just lying this entire press conference, if I'm being honest. Lausanne Sport has reached an agreement with Man United for the loan of Sekou Kone until the end of the season, pending future confirmation. Interesting. What league are Lausanne Sport in? Swiss Super League, okay. I mean, fair enough. I mean, they could be going for Sekou Kone. I think that would be a good move for him. I mean, Sekou Kone is definitely a star for the future, but you can see, like, he does still look very... I don't know, I don't want to be mean. Very slim. He looks very slim. I think he still needs to, like, fill into his physique. And I think in the Swiss League, I think I would give him a good opportunity to do that, get good first team football. I think that would be a good option for Sekou. If we buy, I hope we recruit the right players. I don't want to waste any monies. Amen, Box. Amen. You know what? You'll get a little round of applause for that. You'll get a round of applause for that because that is a based, good, solid ground way to look at it. Because other people who are very reactive on I'm not going to name any other names of YouTube channels and stuff like that, or other YouTube content creators, but some people are very, very reactive, man. I mean, it's... I've seen people say that Amorim needs to go because of his body language in the presser. I've seen people say that Amorim needs to go, that INEOS are terrible. I mean, INEOS are clearly being very selective over their recruitment, but now that they're being selective, people are saying that we need to just buy anyone and everyone. So the same people who are complaining about panic buys now say that we need to panic buy. It's a never-ending cycle, man. It's a never-ending cycle with these people because they just say whatever they need to fill airtime instead of living in the land of reality, which is that we need to be patient. It needs to take time with Ruben Amorim. And yeah, we are here for the process. Yes, it will be painful. Yes, we will question him at times. But we believe in Ruben Amorim. In Ruben, we trust. Where are we? So, Ugarte, Zerk, Delo, Bayendir, all should be out this summer. Completely agree, Double I. Completely agree. I just don't see Delo leaving now. I honestly think Ruben Amorim being appointed has like just saved Diogo Dalot's career. Diogo Dalot is going to be one of those players who stays as a squad player for United for the next like 5 years, isn't he? And then we're going to have to do a Diogo Dalot testimonial match, and he's going to get the captain's armband when we play our B team in like the Carabao Cup, and it's going to be a sight for sore eyes, is what it's going to be. Not sure about that loan for Kone, to be honest. And Malacia totally forgot about him, lol. Yeah, Malacia, mate, like, why is he here? I mean, why? I don't know why we even include him in the squad, because at the end of the day, like, he's played, 10 minutes, I think it is? 10 minutes in the past season. It's crazy. I'd rather he went to a Watford or Preston in the Championship. I feel like he's not physical enough for the Championship yet, Box. I feel like it would... the chances of Sekou Kone getting injured would increase greatly if he went to the Championship. I don't think he's ready for that level yet, whereas the Swiss League, I think he can ease his way into a bit more of a technical game. He can get used to first team football, playing with adults instead of the under 18s or under 21s, whatever he's playing with now. So yeah, I think Kone shouldn't be rushed into. I think he is good enough. Don't get me wrong. I think he is good enough, but I don't know if it's worth the risk. I think Kone will be like Ahmad. He would get his breakout season until he is 2021. He just needs to wait for his time a bit. Yep. He doesn't seem like the type of player who's going to be pushing for more minutes, you know? I think he is gonna take his time, and I think he will be a really good midfielder for us, not gonna lie. But what I am worried about is the amount of... Because Sekou Kone, am I right in saying he's Ghanaian? I want to say Sekou Kone. Oh no, it's from Mali. Wow. Okay, it's from Mali. I think, realistically, we need to stop signing youth players from Africa. If I'm being honest, because it feels like AFCON is just gonna F us in the every time it comes around if we keep bringing through these really talented AFCON players. I mean, I can't... I'm sorry, guys. Is it controversial? Maybe it is, but we've been burnt. We've been burnt by Mazraoui, Ahmad, and Mbuemo going, and if he's the future of our team, that would mean like 4 players. Pause, admin, you're on the verge of cancellation. What do you mean? How is that on the verge of cancellation? I just think that, like, bro, if we've got... imagine we actually had like a whole team of African players, and then AFCON comes along, and then we've got to have like bloody Diogo Dalot into the squad. Come on, man. Come on. I can't be the only one thinking this. Come on. I feel like I was a TikTok moment with getting cancelled. Gonna be hard to shift Onana permanently, I think. Apparently he likes Trabzonspor, or whatever it's called. Apparently he likes that team, so maybe he'll be more focused on wanting to stay there, hopefully. Please, Onana. Rashford and Højlund, you'd think, have decent chance of getting loans turned into permanents. The problem is, Hoyland, we know for a fact that's going to turn permanent because Fabrizio Romano's reported that Napoli are going to make it permanent. Rashford, the problem with him is that Barcelona have no money and they continue to keep loaning out players and offering players ridiculous wages that they're never going to pay. Shout out to Frankie de Jong there. So, like, how... I mean, Rashford has been in the form of his life, realistically, at Barcelona, and odds are they're still not going to make him permanent. So, it's ridiculous, really. I think Mali, he's from Mali. Woo! Whoa! Pause, admit. AFCON needs to be every 4 years rather than 2 years, like Euros, Copa, Asian Cup. I don't know why they do it every 2 years. I don't know what the thinking is behind that. It's hard. Have you guys been keeping up with AFCON? I know you have, Double I, because you've got your home nation, you got Morocco playing in it. But has it been decent? Has it been good? Is it worth watching? Is it actually worth watching? That is the question. But yeah, let's move on here. So I'll probably check out the later knockout rounds. Yeah, maybe when it gets to the final, I'll watch it. It's like semi-finals, but I don't know. It just doesn't interest me as doesn't interest me as much. And also, I'm seeing like people posting on the timeline all the time about like dodgy ref decisions and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, puts a bad taste in your mouth about it. De Ligt's delayed return to Man United squad is due to a continuous discomfort from a back issue in the last month. Now, I don't want to be one of those guys, one of those United fans that's like, oh, okay, I told you so. But when we were linked to De Ligt, I did say his injury record is not the best. And it feels like that's cropping up now because he's had a really good start to the league season. He's had a really good start to the league season. But he's missed a lot of games through injury. So just for context, let me tell you guys how many games he's missed through injury. So he is 26 years old. He's only 26. And he has missed, oh wow, there's 2 pages. There's 2 pages of games missed. Okay, he's only 26. He's played a lot of football, bear in mind, so we're not gonna go too harsh with the percentages. But he has missed, if admin can do quick maths, he's missed 83 games through injury. He's been active for, I think, 8 years now. He's been around 8 years, and he's missed 83 games through injury. So if you average it out, it's like 10 games a season. But the thing is, that's like a quarter of a season he's missing through injury if it's 10 games a season. And it seems like most of these injuries have happened later on in his career. So it's a bit of a tricky one with De Ligt, because we just need players who are going to be consistent throughout an entire season. Because otherwise, that back 3 or back 2 or back 5 or whatever you want to call it is going to keep chopping and changing. So it's not good. Actually, the last 3 editions are fun to watch. We came far away in terms of quality and the content. I'll say it's worth watching. Continent. Okay. Maybe I will watch a few games if they're not at like crazy times. Maybe. He needs to get a control over the back issues, otherwise he'll be fucked. Rio had similar problems but rectified it. Yeah, I think that's why he's not rushing back too quickly, because I mean, you don't have to be a footballer to know that if you mess up your back, then like your whole body is pretty much screwed. So like, it's one area you don't want to mess around with. Let's see. So this was Danielle Khan. Okay, so Danielle Khan at Carrington speaking on Ruben Amorim in the press conference today. So Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim was not in the best of moods as he took his pre-Leeds news conference. With 8 players seemingly unavailable for the trip to Elland Road, and Amorim admitting he's still not expecting much activity in the January transfer window, I doubt either would have helped improve his mood as well. With United just 3 points off a Champions League place halfway through the season, their next 2 games are away trips against Leeds and Burnley. Despite their league positions, these will be 2 huge tasks for a United side who had an average age of the bench against Wolves of just 20 years old. How this young team will fare in a testing atmosphere at Elland Road will be where Amorim needs to focus his energy, perhaps more so than the system for once. I mean, that's just complete word salad, isn't it? So he's saying that we should focus on the kids and how they're going to play rather than the system. I mean, perhaps more so than the system. Well, we need to focus on the system to get the kids to play well, mate. What is this word salad, man? I thought I was going to have a point at the end there. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, guys, for wasting your 10 seconds, but I was reading that out. That's terrible. If we get a win away to Leeds, it could be a big turning point for us in Amorim. The thing is, Box, the thing I've come to realise with this season is that there is no turning point. The turning point is not coming. We are in for a roller coaster of a season. We are in for injuries. We're in for players missing. We're in for, oh, okay, we need to just, we need to just survive. and that's the best we can do. That's what we're in for this season. So, yeah, I don't have faith. I don't think that, okay, suddenly we're going to win 5 games in a row. I think we will go the entire season without winning 5 games. And that kid who's still growing his hair will continue growing his hair until next season. Next season, I think there's a good chance that that would actually be broken. But yeah, this season, no chance. No chance. I don't think we're going to be consistent again for the rest of the season. Leeds away will be very hostile, plus they're in form. Going to be a big ask to win there. But then this is the thing, isn't it? Like all of the games where we're like, oh, okay, not feeling confident, don't have any chance here. Those are the games that we actually end up winning. So it's like, it's a hard one. It is a hard one. And just another transfer news blow, people. United have explored a potential deal for Carlos Baleba in this window, but it is not expected to progress, with Brighton determined to keep him until the summer. And in some good news, I don't know if this will affect the January transfer window or if this is just for the future, but United could sign 2 central midfielders in 2026. United are tracking Ayub Muadi and Christos Mouzakitis, who we were just talking about earlier. So yeah, looks like we are tracking more central midfielders. Crazy. And yeah, just conflicting with the earlier reports, Samuel Luckhurst has said Man United are hoping to send Toby Collier back on loan in January, which again doesn't make any sense why we would do that, given the fact that we are really weak in that department right now. But I mean, I guess we want to get some money for him, maybe. Man United. Okay, and this one, again, I don't know if this means anything, but Samuel Luckhurst reported that Man United had a small role in the drama that ended in Enzo Maresca's sacking at Chelsea. The damaging reports detailing Man City's interest in Maresca were partially informed by some Old Trafford chatter. Whether United intended to destabilise Chelsea is unclear. So apparently we're the ones who spread the rumours that Maresca was speaking to to Man City about leaving Chelsea. But again, I think this is hot air. I think Samuel Luckhurst is really clutching at straws since he's moved over to the newspaper that we do not mention. This one. But yeah, I think Samuel Luckhurst is really clutching at straws with some of these pieces these days. And finally, Jack Fletcher coming on ahead of Joshua Zirkzee versus Newcastle, and then his removal for Fletcher at half-time against Wolves are the beginning of the end for the striker. If he goes, Manchester United will look to bring in a replacement in January. A replacement who could very well be Mateta. I mean, we have been linked to him. That could be an option for Manchester United to explore. He is in the final year of his contract, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But folks, hope you all have a delightful evening. That's all of the news for today. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel. We do daily Manchester United live streams, just covering all the latest Manchester United news. And drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. But for now, folks, let's give a special shout out to the members. Mr. Kieferbix, Mr. Ethan Johnson, Nick, the Dutch Destroyer, and Mr. Matty Scott. But for now, Godspeed.